A 35-year-old Hackensack man is in custody for allegedly assaulting a 13-year-old female relative. Arthur Austin Ellis Evans admitted the crime to the Cass County Sheriff's Department the morning after the assault. Jamil Donath joins us live in the studio to tell us how this shocking confession has rocked the community. Jamil?
Evans' confession of sexually assaulting his underage relative was only part of what he told the sheriff's investigators. He actually confessed to having a long history of being a pedophile, as he called it. And these confessions have come as a shock to not only the Cass County Law Enforcement Center, but also to the entire community, and none more than those who knew him. And we would like to also warn you that this story does have graphic descriptions.
I'm stunned.
Neighbors of Arthur Evans, like Jesse Triplett, were in disbelief to hear that the man who lived just down the street admitted to sexually assaulting underage girls.
Can't believe that somebody in a small town like this could do something like that.
Evans' neighbors say their children would go to Evans' house to play with his sons. Victor Larson says Evans seemed like he was very good with children.
Always thought he was a good neighbor, good with kids and all this.
On February 10th at around 9:30 a.m., Evans' relative and her mother notified the Cass County Sheriff's Department that Evans had sexually assaulted her the night before when he was babysitting her and her two siblings.
When he contacted law enforcement, he knew that the victim was already coming in to talk to law enforcement.
In the criminal report, Evans confessed to having access to medications, which he stole from the Bemidji ambulance service, where he's been working for the past year. He says he then used them on victims like his niece to render them unconscious.
Told her he was just going to pinch her buttocks, and he did that while at the same time he administered the shot and waited until she fell asleep.
Evans says after he drugged his relative, he took her to a bedroom and raped her anally. He claimed he sexually assaulted young girls before, including this relative and her two siblings. But this was the first time he had sex with a child.
He has admitted to other incidents. He has not admitted to anything as serious as what he's charged with.
He told authorities that he has always known that his attraction to young girls was wrong, and went on to include that he had videos and photos of naked children and of him touching naked children on his laptop.
Search is being done of his computer to determine whether or not we can identify additional victims.
Whether law enforcement or neighbors, no one expected a confession of this magnitude, and no one ever expected it would be so close to home. And we'd also like to tell you that I spoke with Evan's father, who's his next door neighbor as well, and although he didn't want to comment on camera, he did say that right now the family's just trying to piece everything together. I also spoke with someone at the Bemidji ambulance service. However, the owner was out of town, and the person I spoke to, while he said it was a very shocking finding to find out about this, it was something they didn't want to comment on right away. Back to you, Dennis.
Okay, thanks, Jamil. Evans is being charged with 1 count of criminal sexual conduct in the first degree. His hearing is tentatively set for March 14th at the Cass County Courthouse.